Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to go over every single vendor for all of the tier sets that you are going to be needing in Season of Discovery. There are quite a lot of tier sets that have been released, and all of them are actually quite good. And if you are new to the game, you're coming back in Phase 7, and you aren't geared and didn't play any of the phases to have tier 1, 2, 3, whatever, there's a lot of information that you might not know and places that you can go and get it. So I'm going to share all those locations with you in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we are here inside of Molten Core, and this is where you're going to get your tier 1 tier pieces. So you literally just enter the instance and you talk to Duke Hydraxis right here, and he serves as the tier 1 vendor, and you can get all of the pieces. I'm a mage, so you'll see the healing set as well as the DPS set here, and it is turned into the from the pieces with the incandescent pieces that you'll get from bosses in Molten Core, or you can buy them for reals in Booty Bay. The entire tier 1 set is there for you to get. And then there is also swapping out the tier 2 pieces for Core Forge if you so want to do that, and that is essentially getting your tier 2 pieces with the tier 1 set bonus. Some classes utilize this, but you would also do that here in Molten Core. And that is pretty much everything you need to know about getting your tier 1 gear. It's just simply the vendor and MC, which you can just form a raid group and join, just DM anyone. You can also, if you're outside the instance, you quickly invite someone and then you right click and convert to raid. You'll be able to enter the instance if you are fast enough with it. It's a little trick that works in Season of Discovery, since they made a few changes to not have a raid group in some instances. It's really cool and helpful. But anyway, I'm going to go to the tier 2 vendor, and I'll see you when we get there. Voop. Alrighty guys, so in order to get your tier 2 set pieces, you need to just come right here to BWL, walk into the entrance, and you talk to Victor Nefrindrius to get your tier 2 pieces. This is with the Draconian sets. Some of it you can get from reels, other pieces like chest, helm, legs, the big core 4, and helm, it will you can't get, you have to get from the raid itself. But the gloves and wrists and other off pieces you can get from the real vendor, and then you can just sort of exchange it here for your draconic pieces. Now, something else that they added that is really new and you love to see is that the green whelp here will actually transform your core forge stuff back to draconic. This is a change that a lot of people wanted, and I'm not actually sure when they put it in, but if you want to swap it back from Core Forge to the normal tier 2 pieces, that is something you are able to do now. So you really love to see that, and being able to have that choice and opportunities to swap these tier pieces back and forth between Core Forge and Draconic. I'm actually not sure when they added this in, but back when this was current content, people really wanted this change. So always good to see that added in. So if you're trying to do that and swap it around, that is an option for you now. But anyway, that is it for tier 1 and tier 2. Alrighty guys, so in order to get your ZG tier, you need to come to Yojamba Isle, and this is based on rep, as well as getting the tier tokens from ZG. Now, your reputation matters for each of the pieces, and most people are probably exalted by now, or you can get it very easily through the accommodations from the war effort, which you can turn in right here. This is probably the cheapest way to do it. Or you can buy bijoux, which you will turn into Zandalari honor tokens, which you'll use for Spirits of Xanthus or Signets of Mojo. But a lot of ZGs happen. There are also shamans that are farming crocodiles in there, and you can just ask to sit there and get rep, and they will probably do it for free or charge you a little gold depending. But anyway, in order to get your ZG tier pieces, the vendor depends on your class. It is going to be a troll on this island, like this breaker over here, or all the way over there at that hut. For mage and casters, it's the guy all the way up here, and you talk to him to get the pieces. So you just got to look for your troll NPC. This is the talisman, and if you bring it to him, you can upgrade it once you're exalted, but I don't really need to do that. But anyway, that is pretty much it for ZG. The loot table of the pieces that you are going to see drop is going to vary for sure, but pretty much doing the bosses has a chance to drop all of these tier pieces, and then each piece turns into whether the husk becomes the robe, the tabard, or the arm splints are the bracers, and the girdle is the belt. Then you can get your trinket from doing the madness event, and you can get your necklace from that guy right there with the reputation. So anyway, that is it for ZG, and now we are going to head over to AQ, and I'll show you that when we get there. Alrighty guys, so we have made it to Silithus. Now Silithus in AQ has 2 sets for your tier 2.5, and that is going to be, one is from the Tin Man version of AQ, and that is going to be a 3 set, and you are going to get this right here inside of the inn, inside of Silithus, and you go to Keel Swiftclaw, and you just say, I want to browse your goods, and then I'll take some scarabs, some idols, and you can get the 3 set here from these guys with those. All 3 of these pieces, the drape, the hilt, and the ring, all drop from AQ10 to go and get. And then for the tier 2.5, the gear drops from AQ40, and you are going to have to go in and kill the first boss in order to turn it in and get these pieces. You get the bindings as well as the viscera. So for most classes, the bindings give boots and shoulders, and then the viscera gives the helmet and legs, and then Cthulhu drops your chest piece. So those are the bosses that you go to get them, and then you have to go into the first, you have to kill Prophet Scarum and go into an AQ ID in order to get it. I do not have an AQ ID, so I cannot show you that. However, I will link down below my full AQ video on how to get your tier 2.5, so you can see in detail me going in there, getting it, as well as talking about the 3 set here. And the last spot is going to be tier 3 and how to get this shiny new Nax here. So I'll see when we get there. Alrighty guys, so we are at Lights Hope Chapel. Important to note that in order to get your tier 3 pieces, you need to turn in your attunement quest. Then you need to talk to this commander right here and get the quest Echoes of War, which is to kill a bunch of trash in Nextramus. And then when you come back and turn in Echoes of War, you go to your corresponding person for your tier gear. So as a mage, I'm going to go to the mage sitting right here at the table. Depending on your class, you go to the corresponding person. So like hunters go to Huntsman Leopold right here. I think rogues go to this assassin. Warlocks go right here to the warlock guy. Druids are out here with the druid of the Cenarian Circle, and etc, etc. You get the point. And then you talk to the person, you say I would like to buy from you, and then you have your tier sets. They were really nice, and like for mage at least, they put all of the DPS stuff on the left here, and they put all of the healing stuff on the right, and made it really simple to break down. A important thing to note is with the ring, you are going to need a Blood of Heroes, which is bind on pickup, and it is very important that you go out there and get it. They buffed it significantly, as well as you can use the questy trick that I talk about in my tier 3 breakdown video as well, which I will also post down below if you want more information about tier 3 specifically. But anyway guys, that is every single vendor for all of your tier sets. If you're doing level up raids, BFD, the gear drops just off of mobs in there. If you're doing Nomergon, your tier gear you get from the vendor in the safe zone. Sunken Temple is from a vendor at the front of the instance. So if you, for whatever reason, need those are the places to go for them as well. But if you have any questions, anything you think I missed, anything you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below, and I will do my best to answer them. But until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.